สดีครับอาจารย์ครับผม
Hello and welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone is welcome to join. We are waiting for our first participant, which happens to be Mike from New York. Good morning to you, Mike. Can you hear me?
Good morning, Ajaan Suchart, or good evening, I should say to you.
Yes, we are on the opposite side of the globe.
We're on the opposite side, but we're finally, because of daylight savings time, we're on at least the 12-hour cycle. So your 9 p.m. is my 9 a.m.
No, your 9 a.m. is my 8 p.m.
Your 8 p.m. Okay, but
Yeah,
now I can take
yeah.
my calls from work. It's so good to see you. I haven't talked to you in a few weeks. Um, I had my retreat at Wat Metta since we last spoke, and springtime has come to New York City. So lots of good things coming right now, even when the world is still a bad place. Um, but it was a really good retreat, and I was thinking about you a lot while I was at it. So I just wanted to thank you for your teachings and your example and your demeanor. Um, I talked to a few of the retreatants, one of who had been to Wat Yan recently, Norwin. Do you remember when he came by?
I can't remember, but it's okay.
Yeah, he was a nice retreatant. Um, but today I wanted to ask you about your teacher Mahabua. Um, I know you got to spend a lot of time with him. And I wanted to ask you if there was a moment in your practice where you truly felt like you had internalized his teachings and that you became your own teacher through the teachings of your teacher.
Well, I don't really understand your question.
Just when you felt like, if you ever felt like there was a time after studying with him for a while that his teachings had become one with you, or that you had, taken in his teachings, where that you did not need him as a teacher anymore.
Well, I couldn't recall that moment because I always consider him my teacher regardless of whatever happens inside of me. Even if I feel I don't need his teaching, but I still feel that he's still my teacher and will always be my teacher. So I, I don't know if does this answer your question or not. But if you ask me, do I feel that I can live without a teacher? I said I could. If he should have passed away, I wouldn't feel any loss really. but I couldn't remember the moment of time exactly when.
Do you remember a feeling after he passed of needing to carry on his teachings or feeling like his teachings were with you?
Well, I don't know how to say it, but when I first went to see him to seek for his uh, teaching, I was actually looking for more for a location than for a teacher. I more or less already know what I have to do. So it was the book, the Buddha teaching the Four Noble Truths, the four foundation of mindfulness was actually my teacher, and his teaching resonant or harmonize the teaching of the Buddha. There's no conflict in his teaching and the Buddha's teaching. So it seems like he and the Buddha is the same, more or less, as far as I'm concerned. So I knew more or less what I have to do. But his teaching, his technique is uh, can could did help a lot in fast tracking the practice to get the practice moving forward. Has many tricks like fasting and you know sitting for a long time, for instance.
Do you think there was he made an impact on you in the way you run the monastery now, the way he ran the monastery when you had joined his?
Well, I expected it to be like that. The
Hmm.
monastery should be a quiet place and do nothing but practice meditation. No rituals, no chanting, no all these things was already in my head before I became a monk. So when I looked for a place to ordain, I was looking for a place where there are no rituals, no studies even. So I was introduced to the Ajaan tradition, the Thai forest tradition, that this is the tradition that don't do any rituals, don't do any chanting. There's some very minimal chanting, really, if there's any chanting at all, but concentrating on the practice of meditation and Dhutanga practice, austere practices. So that was actually what I was looking for in my mind when I looked for a monastery to live and practice. I was introduced to Ajaan Mahabua monastery. So that was the first monastery I went to. And that's why I ended up afterwards. I didn't go to any other monastery once I get there. Because everything was just in my specification. Okay.
Did he find any did you find any obstacles when you got to the monastery, or was it pretty smooth for you making the transition to living with Ajahn Mahabua?
Well, the obstacle might there might be some, but as you as you stay, you try to adjust and improve yourself. But they're not no big deal, you know. Okay.
Okay.
Why do you want to know these things? Well,
I'm just curious about your stay with Mahabua. Um, in my travels, yeah, I found a lot of peace, but I also kind of was brought face to face with my own mirror a little bit. And I was just curious if you had like experiences like that, kind of like seeing like a microcosm of the world, like in the monastery or anything like that?
No, I don't think I have any experience like that. I just have peace and happiness. That's all that I was looking for, just peace and happiness. I'm not interested in any psychic powers or anything of that sort. I'm just looking for a way to make my mind calm and peaceful all the time. Not a single moment of sadness. To me, that's the most important thing anyway. That's the reason why I became monk. That's the reason why I did the practice. I just want to get rid of the suffering or the mental stress and anxiety, worries, fear that's in my mind more than anything else. And I know that meditation practice is the way to go to get to the point where you will have no suffering, no mental suffering. Okay, does this answer your question?
That's very good, Ajahn. Thank you so much.
Okay, next, Maria. Hi, Maria, where are you now? Back home?
Hello, Tanajan.
Yes.
I'm still in Thailand. I'm now in Prachuap Khiri Khan with Julia. And we met here Vipassana meditators that also want to ask a question. They are from Germany.
Sure, go ahead.
Yes, no, you first. Okay, I will be the first one to ask because we have traffic accident yesterday and Julia was injured. Otherwise, she would participate with me. But when she was crossing the road, she was hit by a motorcycle. So we had to go to hospital and it was very painful for her. But she said she managed to observe all this pain, like this is my body, this is not me. But it was really very painful. And she asked me that I ask you a couple of questions about this accident. So the first question is about karma. So she said she has no complaints to this motorcycle driver who has hit her. And in fact, his father is helping us now, taking to hospital every day. And she's asking if any karma was formed because of this accident, or there is no karma formed if there was no reaction from her side and she has like nobody is guilty. Is there any new karma that was formed or just old karma being extinguished?
It's more like an experience that living in this world you will have to come across sooner or later. It's just normal for things like this to happen in this world. That's why the Buddha said we are subjected to sickness, which is sickness which can come from any source, like accident or disease or anything. So whatever it is, it's just part of living, part of life. It's not karma because the person who hit her didn't have any intention of hitting her, and she didn't have any intention of blocking his path either. So I just consider to be just accidental. So there's no karma involved in this situation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just normal things in life. This is part of life.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and also she's asking why does she feels guilty somehow that this motorcycle driver hit her, and she's asking how to deal with this guilt.
Well, she didn't understand. She might feel that she did something wrong or something to cause this accident.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything wrong, probably because of her lack of mindfulness, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
When she crosses the street, she's not careful. She's not looking at the traffic hard enough. She might be thinking about something and then just walk across the street. without seeing the motorcycle coming.
Mm.
And so she might feel guilty for causing the accident,
Mhm. Mhm.
but she has no intention of causing the accident. So it's not considered bad karma,
Mhm.
just lack of mindfulness, not careful enough, not mindful enough.
Mhm. But what to do when this kind of feeling like guilt arises in your mind? Like, how can she deal with this?
Well, if she doesn't know, then she have to seek advice. Like tonight, you can tell her that there's no karma involved.
Mhm.
Or if she feels guilty, she can use meditation to calm her mind down,
Mhm.
and maybe use wisdom afterward that this is anatta, this is a natural phenomena. The driver is a motorcycle is one phenomena. She is another phenomena, and sometimes they come across each other's path. So this phenomena happened.
Mhm. Mhm. So it is just like random happening. So it
That's
doesn't.
right. That's
Okay.
right.
Okay. Okay. And second question, she is asking, sometimes we face the situations where we are very close to death because actually he could die if she was moving like not fast enough. So she is asking, for example, like we get only some minor injury. We have not died. So what kind of thinking is good? Like how to contemplate on these situations to advance in our practice?
Just,
Yeah.
just let it go. Just forget about it. Just move on. It
Okay.
happened.
Let go.
Let,
Let go.
Let go.
It's
Okay.
gone. It's finished.
Uh-huh.
It's no longer here. It's only in your mind, and you can erase it by just forget about it, or use it as a lesson.
Mhm.
Then next time when you cross the street, be more careful, be more mindful.
Mhm. 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 Yes, and I want to thank you a lot for giving us so much of your personal time when we were in Wat Yan. All the group is very much impressed, and now I'm reading to Julia every day your books because she likes to listen very much. And me and Alexei, who was translating you last year, we are going to translate your book Why Suffer for Russian community. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
good.
Yes.
Okay.
And my friends, they also want to ask a question.
Hast du einen? I am a German, so my English is not very, very good. So I try. What would you say if somebody is tired of life, just tired, and is longing to go? Would it be possible for him with no guilt just kill himself?
Well, it's a better way of treating this problem. See, you don't have to kill yourself when you get tired. You just meditate, then your tiredness will disappear, and you feel happy, and you want to live longer. Simple. People just don't know the way to treat this problem. That's all. Just meditate until you get to your mind to become peaceful and calm. Then you'll feel happy. Then your tiredness will disappear. Then you'll ask yourself, why kill yourself when you're still happy?
So, but this person I'm talking about, in the Christian way, we were being taught it's a big, big sin to do suicide.
It's the same way in Buddhism also. It's a big sin. It's a big bad karma not to do. Killing is very cruel, especially killing yourself is twice as cruel than killing other people. Because you love nobody more than yourself.
Sorry, the last sentence.
Because you love yourself more than anybody else.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
to kill yourself then is twice as bad than killing other people.
Okay. I will tell.
People just don't know how to treat the problem, that's all. Just meditate, calm your mind, forget about all the things that make you feel tired. When you forget, then you feel good, you feel happy.
Uh-huh.
Simple. Treat the mind. The problem is in the mind, not in the body. The body has nothing to do with the tiredness of the mind.
Mm-hmm.
You kill the wrong goat. You should kill the defilement, your kilesa in your mind. That's the problem. It is the one that creates this tiredness.
And then I have a second question. I just mentioned it. I am going for Vipassana courses for Goenka. You might know. And Goenka in the evening discourses are mentioning, especially in the long courses, so many times how many times Buddha had to be reborn again and reborn again to become an Arahant and a Buddha, Sammabuddha.
Sambuddha.
Sammabuddha. Is this really important? I mean, my question.
Well, it's not that you want to reborn, but the fact is that if you cannot stop rebirth, then you'll keep reborning.
Das habe ich nicht verstanden. I did not understand. Did you?
If you cannot stop the rebirth, you need to come back again and again and again.
Yeah, but Buddha came as eons, and how do we know? We don't know where we come from, and we don't know where we go.
You don't have to know where you came from or where you're going. All you have to know is you still have suffering or not.
Yeah.
And if you still have suffering, you have to work at getting rid of your suffering.
Okay.
Once you have got rid of your suffering, then you know you won't you don't have to be reborn again. You became a Buddha. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. And clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the problem. Our problem is suffering, nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Once we have no suffering, then everything is fine.
Okay.
Ajaan, I found 2 more questions. Do we have time?
Sure,
if I
go
ask?
ahead.
Okay. Actually, it's again about Julia. She has a son, and her son is 25 years old. And recently, he got a military letter in Russia. It's like the government has found him, and they're summoning him to go to war. He doesn't want to go to war. He doesn't want to kill people. But if he refuses, then they will put him in prison or something worse. And his life will be affected by that for the whole of his life. Like, what is the correct way to handle this situation for the son and for Julia herself, because she's worried so much?
Well, it's up to the son what he wants to do. If he doesn't want to go, then he has to go to jail.
Yeah.
Or else he has to escape and run away from the country and live somewhere on
You
it.
cannot do that now because they block all this. You cannot fly out when you get this kind of letter. Yeah.
Then you either go to jail or you go to war.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah.
is karma, I guess. This is his karma.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what about Julia? How
She
can
just have to say it's beyond her ability to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
She's treating her son is like anatta. Her son is like the weather. She can stop the weather, can stop the rain, or can stop the sun from shining. But you cannot stop the problem with the sun. Yeah. Or you can take a look at the big picture. Eventually, we're all gonna die anyway, regardless of what happened.
Okay.
So the way to deal with the situation is not to reborn. That's the best way. Once you don't reborn, then you won't have to face this kind of situation again.
Thank you
And
so much.
not to reborn, you have to do meditation. So always come back to meditation, to jhana, to wisdom.
Thank you so much. And I wanted to ask the question about war. So people who like are summoned to war, or they need to, like, they face these situations where they have to kill people. Is it like some karma from they killed somebody in the past life, or they were killed by somebody? Is it like the consequences of bad karma?
Well, if you kill, this is bad karma, new bad karma.
Mm-hmm.
If you're being killed, this is probably the consequence of your bad karma in the past.
Mm-hmm.
You might have killed somebody before. Now it's your turn to be killed by somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you don't want to create any new karma, then don't shoot. Just point the gun, but don't shoot. Then you won't commit any new bad karma anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you're willing to pay for your bad karma, then you're willing to be shot at and die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then you might become a Sotapanna, who knows?
Because you let go of your body.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. 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 Thank you so much. And one more question. We have noticed, like me and Julia and some of our friends, we are sitting there Vipassana retreats, and now we stayed like for more than 10 days in the monasteries. But when we come back to lay life, somehow, I don't know if it's defilements or something, we have some, like we want to eat in the evening, or some people want to listen to very heavy music. It's like we had very, very high state of mind. And when we come back to lay life, there is some force that brings us down, like to become more grounded. But I think it's like only craving and defilement. How to face this period, when you come from retreat, from monastery, and then you try to adapt to your normal lay life. What can be the advice for handling this situation?
Continue keeping the 8 precepts.
So
8 precepts.
the 8 precepts. Okay.
If you could keep the 8 precepts before, why couldn't you continue keeping the 8 precepts? Just keep the 8 precepts and you can reduce your sensual pleasure craving down to a minimum. And do more and continue meditating.
Yeah, we continue every day.
Okay,
This we
then
always do.
meditate and also keep the 8 precepts. Then you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I have one question more.
Okay, one more question.
Is it possible?
Sure, go ahead.
When I am sitting a long course 45 or 60 days, in the last courses, I do not get to the level of feeling step by step the sensation. This banga comes over, and this banga is more or less for the whole course there. And I cannot do anything, it's just there. So I cannot go through the body and feel the sensation, because there are maybe very fine, like electricity or data or whatever, but no sensation in the way that I can feel them. So my question is, if I am in this banga, every meditation, it just is there. Is this normal, or do I do something wrong?
You mean like when you first started, you can do the practice very well, but at the ending part, you lose that ability to continue to practice. Is this what it is?
It is like this Banga state is body dissolution. So we do Vedananupassana, we observe sensations in the body. But when her practice started to advance, she has this kind of condition every meditation. So when she's sitting, like her body dissolves and she cannot feel her body. It's like there is no boundary between yourself and the environment. So there is nothing to observe and she cannot do Vedananupassana. So she's asking if it is normal and how to continue doing Vedananupassana when you cannot see your body, you cannot feel it.
Well, I have never done this kind of practice before, so I don't know how to recommend. You know, for me, the practice should concentrate on the status of the mind, whether the mind is calm or not calm, restless or agitated, or peaceful. This is what we concentrate as our target when we practice. We don't worry about the sensation or whether the body is here or not here. We just worry about how to make our mind calm all the time, peaceful all the time.
So when you reach like fourth jhana and then you start to do vipassana, is it like only mental? Like if you face any craving or defilement, you try to understand it's anicca, anatta, or what kind of practice you do after you reach like fourth jhana?
Well, when you have fourth jhana, you try to stay there for as long as possible until you can able to maintain fourth jhana almost all day long, all the time. And then when you come out, then you can then start dealing with your suffering. Should any suffering arise, if you start to feel bad about your body, for instance, your body gets sick, and you worry about whether it's gonna die or not, then you use vipassana or wisdom to teach the mind that the body is subjected to death. It's gonna die, regardless of how you treat the body. Sooner or later, your body will die, and your suffering arises from the fact that you don't want it to die, craving for not being. You don't want the body to die. This is craving for not being. This is the one that caused you the suffering. If you want to stop the suffering, then you have to stop the craving for not being. So you have to stop the craving for the body not to die. You just have to let that body die. If you're willing to let the body die, leave it alone, then your suffering will disappear. Or if you, okay, this is the death of the body. But should you have any pain from the body, and you have suffering because you don't want the pain, you want it to go away. So you use wisdom, and it's the same way. The body is subjected to pain, and you cannot avoid pain when it arises. Only way to deal with the pain is to accept it. See? Once you can accept it, you can stop your craving for the pain to go away. Then the suffering will disappear.
Okay.
So this is the work of wisdom after you come out of jhana. Should you have any suffering appearing at that time. But if you don't have any suffering yet, you can teach your mind how to train yourself, your mind how to deal with death and pain before it happens. So that when it happens, you know how to deal with the pain and with death quickly. But if you don't train yourself, you might forget what is causing this suffering. I don't want to die. What is causing this suffering? I don't want to be painful. I don't want to get sick. But if you already train your mind beforehand, taught your mind that when you get sick, you feel bad because you don't want to get sick. You want it to get well. But the truth is you cannot force the body to get well or not to get sick. The body is not under your control, anatta. If you don't want to suffer, then you just have to let it be. So this is vipassana. We work on vipassana on two levels. First, if there's no suffering, we do the homework, training the mind to face the examination that's gonna come up later on, like sickness or death. Or if you come out meditation and you already have sickness, you have cancer or whatever, you have pain in your body, then you have to use vipassana, teaching the mind to let go of the attachment or craving for the pain to go away and accept the pain and try to live with the pain. When you accept the pain, living and able to live with the pain, it means you let go of your craving for the pain to disappear. Then the suffering will disappear, but not the pain. But the suffering is more painful than the pain of the body. You see.
Mhm, mhm,
Once your mind has no suffering, then the pain of the body doesn't mean anything to the mind.
Mhm.
mhm, mhm,
You don't have to go kill yourself. Most of the people go kill themselves because they cannot face the pain of the body.
Mm. Mm.
mhm,
Okay? So this is vipassana. And you can only do this with jhana as your support. If your mind has no jhana, you won't be able to stop your cravings.
mhm,
Mhm.
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 And if this kind of defilement is not about the body, it's only like it has only mental character, like some attachment to something, but not to the body, just some fear or some anxiety.
Same way, you just have to look at the cost of the anxiety. You worry about financial problem, for instance, money. Well, money is also like the body, it's impermanent, it's not sure, it's not certain. It can go up and it can come down.
Mhm,
If you have attachment or craving for the money to always be there with you, then you can have suffering because sometimes the money won't be there, won't be there with you.
mhm,
But if you say, okay, I can live without money, doesn't matter, I can stop, I can die. If I should have to die or stop, I'm ready to die, ready to stop, then you will have no suffering.
mhm,
Because you know you're gonna have to die anyway one day, right? And you prepare for death already. So the problem will be minuscule, will be no problem. Once you can handle the pain and the death of the body. These are the two major problems concerning the body. And aging also, getting old.
mhm,
So this is what you should try to train your mind to be able to solve this problem. The problem of the body getting old, getting sick and die. Once you can deal with this problem, other problems will be no problem at all. Whether somebody leaves you, somebody hates you, somebody don't pay your debt, doesn't matter.
mhm,
They're all small problem comparing to the big problems that you have already tackled.
mhm,
So try to deal with the body situation, the aging, sickness, and death of the body. This is your principal problem.
mhm,
Once you can deal with this, then the problem will be no problem.
mhm, mhm, mhm. So you do vipassana, it's like contemplation, but supported by the power of jhana. Is it right?
Contemplation, if you have no suffering yet, you study the way how to deal with death,
Mhm,
how to deal
mhm,
with pain, how to deal with aging.
mhm,
And it's all come from your craving not to get old, get sick, or die. That's causing you the suffering.
mhm,
But once you can stop this craving, because you know you cannot force the body not to get old, get sick, or die.
mhm,
So you learn to accept the aging, sickness, and death of the body. Once you can do that, then there will be no suffering concerning the body. When it happens later on, when the body should get sick, get old, or die. If you already know how to deal with the situation, then you just do it and just.
mhm, mhm.
Very good.
Thank you so much, Tanajan. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
So vipassana is actually two separate paths. I mean, yeah, the path of training yourself for the final problem. When it's not there yet, you train yourself. You contemplate. You study how to let go of your body. But if you should come face to face with the suffering of the body, then you have to use vipassana to stop the suffering. Same way, but the only difference is the one is not yet happening, one is already happening.
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
And you use the same method. You have to look for the craving and then stop the craving by accepting the truth of the body. The body is anicca, it's gonna get old, get sick, and die. It's anatta, you cannot stop this process.
Mm.
mhm.
Only you can do is to accept it.
But may I ask one question in this regard?
Sure.
Once someone gets older like me now, I know when the body breaks down, or let me say, I'm doing some activities to keep the body functioning. But if I do nothing, like a lot of elderly people, they are becoming sick and frail and do not die, but just suffering. So don't we have to do something in a certain age to prevent the physical suffering?
Well, you have to look at the big picture. The big picture is you can do anything, you can prolong it, but you cannot stop it. You cannot stop that. So it's up to you. You have the choice of whether prolonging it or just let it go quickly. But
Okay.
don't do anything to it. Just let it be.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, don't stop the body by killing the body. But if you don't want to exercise, you don't want to eat, or that's okay. It's not killing the body. You're just too tired, too sick to do anything with the body. You just let it be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like some people, when they have cancer, they decide they don't want to take any treatment. They just let the process take care of itself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or you can take the treatment and prolong their life for maybe 5 more years or 10 more years. But you have to go through a lot of suffering trying with this treatment.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a choice you can take, whether you want to treat it or you don't want to have to treat it. But the real problem is whether you treat it or not treat it, you should not feel any anxiety of suffering in the mind.
Mm-hmm.
The mind should be peaceful and happy as if nothing has happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we have to treat is the mind, not the body.
Mm-hmm.
We can treat the mind to be well and not have any suffering. But we cannot stop the body. We cannot treat the body not to die, not to have any pain.
Mm-hmm.
So the wise person choose treating the mind, not the body.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can treat both, okay, you can do both.
Mm-hmm.
Treat the body and treat the mind at the same time you like.
Mm-hmm.
But the body has a limit. It can only last for so long. But the mind has no limit. It can live forever.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you want the mind to live with suffering or the mind to live without suffering, this is a choice you can take, you can make.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Buddha, he shows the mind without suffering forever.
Mm-hmm.
The Buddha and the Arahant, they choose the mind, not the body. They don't
Mm-hmm.
treat the body, they treat the mind. To get rid of all the mental suffering. Once there's no mental suffering in the mind, then the mind will be well all the time, no suffering forever. But if you treat the body and your mind still suffer because you want the body to get well and not die, then you'll have suffering forever. Even after when the body dies, your mind will still have suffering.
Good.
Okay, understand?
Yeah.
I understand.
Thank you very much, Sanatjan.
But treat the mind first. The body is second.
Okay, good.
The mind is the most important thing. The Buddha said the mind is the most important thing. The thing that we should take care of most is the mind, not the body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's important because we human beings, we put our main emphasis from small to look after the body, paint it hair and fix the nice teeth and everything.
Because we don't know the mind, so we don't know that we have the mind also.
Yes.
We thought we are the body, and that's all we have.
Yeah.
So we have to look after it. Well, we don't want to lose it. But
Yeah.
we forgot the fact that we're going to have to lose it anyway.
Yeah. Good.
That's why we should contemplate on death a lot. Once we are born, we are subjected to aging, sickness, and death. Keep reminding ourselves all the time. So then we don't spend too much effort on trying to keep the body alive.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much, Thank you. Thank you very much.
No more
We have-
question?
I have more questions. Maybe ask next week. I want to give people time.
Okay. Good. Okay, fine.
Next week I connect again and ask. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Okay,
Yes.
you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Next, I'll go to New Zealand now, to Anura, and a new day there, Wednesday now.
Yeah, good evening, Ajaan. Yes, it's a new day, and we couldn't join last few weeks, but we woke up late, so we joined on YouTube. We watch YouTube. Yeah. And Ajaan, the meditation is my meditation is okay, good in the morning. So I have a question. So now I think I can stay quiet without any thoughts, silence. For some time, but some time to time I see that very subtle thoughts coming in without my thinking. What should I do in that kind of situation?
If you can meditate. This will stop the thought altogether. If you're still moving around doing things, you cannot prevent the thought from coming up. Or you can use mantra if you like.
Yeah.
You keep reciting mantra to compete with the thought that comes up. If your mantra is stronger, then the thought will eventually disappear.
Okay.
Or you can meditate, sit down, and then watch your breath or recite the mantra.
So yeah, this happens during meditation, so I can stay very quiet. Yeah.
If you still have thought, if you still not still, then you should use your breath as your object of concentration, or you can use the mantra Buddha. It means you still need more mindfulness to make it still.
Mm-hmm.
So don't stop watching your breath. If you use the breath, then don't stop using the breath. If you use mantra, then you should continue using mantra.
Okay. So I can switch the method. So
only because if you use the breath and you find you cannot focus your attention on the breath because you're being disturbed by something like pain, then you might need mantra better. The mantra will help you to become more concentrated.
Yeah. Okay.
But if there are no cause, then you should continue with your breath if you're using the breath.
Yeah.
Because the breath will bring you into deeper, into more calm than the mantra can, but but I don't know. Maybe both. You can use both, I guess.
I find that the breath is easier, so I can start with the breath. It goes down and then it disappears. So yeah, that's much calmer.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Damajan. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What about you, Ramya? Anything? Any questions?
Yeah, I'll keep practicing. Spend more time in the morning and sit for 2
Yes,
to 3 hours.
mindfulness is the mindfulness is the most important practice. Follow with meditation whenever you can. But you should be mindful all the time.
Yeah.
In your waking hours, you should not be without mindfulness.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Ajaan.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Damajan. Thank you.
Next, Alvin from Malaysia.
Namaskaram, Ajaan. Yeah, Ajaan, I've got one question. I'm listening to long time Mahabua talk again. He mentioned about the 7 senses. This one, what? Patisandi Chitta. Ajaan, can you explain further on that?
The what?
Patisandi Chitta, the 7 senses. I think I think he mentioned about that. Somebody asked him a question about the 7 senses. Instead of
Six senses, not 7.
this, yeah, somebody asked him about 7, and he said it's the Patisandi Chitta or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I cannot answer this question.
Okay.
I thought there are only 6 senses. The
Yeah.
eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and body, and the mind as being the 6th one.
But yeah, I was listening to the talk, and that was mentioned.
Okay, I can't help you here on that.
Yeah, no problem, Tanajan. Thank you.
Okay. Next, Jordan from Toronto.
Hello, Tanajan. I'm very happy to be here, and I don't have any questions today, so I'll just be listening.
Okay, fine. I'll go to Sri and Czech from Vancouver now.
Greetings,
Yeah,
Tanaka.
hello, Ajaan.
It's not normal for you to come in this early.
Jet lag.
Because you don't want to
Jet
miss the
lag.
train, so you try to get in early for
Also,
Yeah.
we are jet lag from
jet
the
lag.
and also the time has changed too. The time time
Daylight
change.
saving.
Yeah, daylight saving. Yeah.
1 hour early
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Yeah, at the first time I heard just now you were saying that if you kill yourself it's worse than kill other people, right? But then if we kill parents and arahant, that's
That's even worse.
worse, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, but when we kill ourselves, it's worse than meaning because you were saying because we love ourselves more.
That's right. You love yourself more than you love Sri, right? You.
It was if I kill myself than if I kill Sui.
You have to be twice as cruel to be able to kill yourself.
Oh. But people still do it, huh?
Because ignorant, avijja,
Oh.
or moha. They
Oh.
don't know the truth. They don't study the teaching of the Buddha.
Oh.
So they thought mostly killing is good, right? Killing somebody for
Yeah.
get rid of the suffering.
Yeah.
You don't get rid of the suffering. The mind still suffer after you kill that person.
Oh. It continues to suffer, like the mind continues to suffer. It doesn't.
Because the suffering is caused by the craving of the mind, see? Not the not the body that causes the suffering. It's the mind, the craving of the mind. If you want to get rid of the suffering, then you should stop the craving of the mind, not killing the body. You kill the body, the craving for the craving in the mind is still there.
Oh.
And it will still continue to create suffering for the mind.
Yeah, but like if somebody like trying to like there were for example there were school shooting here and the teacher protect the children, that's different, right? That's like and he to save other people he was shot that yeah
Well,
he
he had no intention of killing himself. His intention is to save other people. You can call this metta,
Oh, so this is
compassion.
totally different. This is because of the intention. It's the intention, right?
And the intention is not to kill the person you try to protect.
Yeah. Okay. So that's totally different. Okay.
That's metta, that's loving kindness,
Um,
or compassion.
okay. Is the intention? Is the intention like behind the yeah?
Yes, the principal thing is the intention.
Mm. Oh,
If you
okay.
intend to kill, then this is bad karma. If you don't have any intent to kill, you have intentions to protect.
Yeah.
But you might claim you say you kill the body to protect the mind, but you're not protecting the mind
Oh.
because the mind still suffer. Because the cause of suffering hasn't yet been dealt with,
Oh.
which is the craving in the mind.
Yeah. So
So
there's no
mercy
such thing.
killing is still bad killing anyway.
Oh, no such thing as a mercy killing.
If you
Killing.
mercy, you don't kill anybody. You have mercy for you. People ask
Oh,
for help, ask for life. They don't ask for death, right?
yeah.
If they ask for death, it means they're delusional, they're crazy, and you
Oh,
don't want to to follow the demand or the request of a crazy person
oh,
because he's not thinking rightly, correctly.
oh, yeah. 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 It's such it's very common practice for animals here too, right? Like they do a
Yes, when
lot.
the animal gets sick and cannot
Yeah,
survive, then they
yeah,
just finish the job right
yeah,
away.
yeah.
I think they tried to finish the job because they could not stand it themselves. So seeing the dog suffer, the animal suffer,
Mm.
because they have suffering in themselves and they want to get rid of the suffering in themselves by killing the dog, by killing the animal. Once the animal is dead, then the suffering disappear.
Mm. Yeah. The
But it
good
can
thing.
come back up again when you see other people suffer.
Sorry, Tanajan?
But this suffering can come back up again when you
Oh,
when you see some other people suffering
oh,
again.
oh,
So this is not the way to deal with suffering. On your
oh.
own, on your path or on the path of the person or animal that you kill.
Yeah.
And to deal with it, you just have to use wisdom to teach the mind that the suffering is caused by your craving.
Oh.
No Four Noble Truth.
Yeah, I'm very grateful for the Buddha's teaching and to have Dan Ajahn teaching us
Yes,
so
he's the
that
only
we don't
person
go
who
the
knows the
wrong,
Four Noble
wrong place.
Truths. Without him,
Yeah,
we wouldn't know the Four Noble Truths.
yeah. Without him, I think I believe some of the things that like
That we
because
believe in that people do today.
yeah,
Mm.
like killing animal because you want to be kind to the animal but yeah, yeah. So actually, if you don't do the, if you don't euthanize animal over here, people get angry with you because they think that you're very unkind to the animal by letting the animal uh, suffer and die. They think the euthanasia is the kind way. So it's so if I don't have the Buddha's teaching, I probably would have believed that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yes, it's very scary. A lot of wrong
Wrong
message
view,
in the
wrong
world.
view,
Yeah. So
vichaditi.
yeah, very very thankful to be here on this Zoom to have the right yeah
Mindset, yeah.
right teaching and
Right teaching.
right view of things. Yeah. Thank you, Taja.
Okay.
Thank you
And
for
you,
being our
Sri?
light.
Tanajan, in Satipatthana Sutta, we will try to understand the eyes and the forms. And Buddha said, ask how, like, this feather arises. Like, is it due to, like, when we see things that we like, is it due to, like, our desire? And then,
Well, you see things when you have memory of things, the things that you like, things that you hate, embedded in your mind. So when you see something that your memory tells you is good, then you say, "Oh, I like it," right? When you see something that your memory tells you is bad, then you say, "Oh, I don't like it." Your past experience also determine your like or dislike. When you hate a person, and the next time you see him again, you won't like him. You hate him. So I
Okay.
think sanya play a big part in our like or dislike,
Oh,
our memory.
okay. And how to abandon it?
Use wisdom by that. The thing that you hate are just four elements. You're hating the element, yeah.
Mm,
Or you're hating a natural phenomena like the weather. Anatta, everything is anatta.
mm,
Or you
okay.
can you can teach yourself that hating is not good for you. Hating is causing you the suffering, not the person that you hate. It's the hate that caused you the suffering, not the person that you hate.
Okay.
So don't hate regardless of who you see. When you hate, you're hitting yourself on the head with a hammer, not the person that you see us that hit you.
Mm,
You're hitting yourself. You're creating suffering for yourself. Hate is suffering. Greed is suffering.
mm. And the other way around, like we love, also not.
And love also can cause us suffering, because when we love something, we have to grab, we have to go after that thing that we love.
Yeah.
And when we cannot get what we want, then we can become unhappy.
Yeah.
Or when if we get what we want, and then so later on we lose what what we love, we can also become sad again.
Yeah.
Mm,
So always come back to anicca, dukkha, anatta when you see anything. Look
Yeah.
at them as being dukkha, whether you like or you hate, they are dukkha,
mm, mm.
because they are anicca, they change.
Yes,
Okay.
Ajahn.
Yeah. Thank you,
Thank you,
Tanjan.
Ajahn.
All right?
Yeah.
Answer your
Thank you.
question. Huh?
Thank you.
Okay,
Yes. Thank you.
go to Professor Ken now from Switzerland. Hi, Professor.
Good afternoon, Tanajan. I have no questions at the moment.
Okay. Are you finished with your working life now, or you still have a few more weeks to
I
go?
still have another few weeks to go, so I'm just biding my time.
Okay,
Not long to go.
not long to go. And you get a new job. Kamatana is a new job.
New job with no pay,
With no pay.
but with higher benefits. So,
Yeah, great.
okay.
All right.
Thank you, Tanajan.
You're welcome. Next, David. Hi, David from Australia. Can you unmute the microphone? Okay.
Okay.
You can speak now.
Okay. Hi, Ajahn. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Good, thanks. Ajahn, I'd like to ask you a question about emptiness. The Buddha said everything is like a dream, an illusion, a bubble, and a shadow, like dew and lightning. And we should, thus we should meditate upon them. Do you have any suggestions on how to practice that?
Well, he's teaching us to see everything as impermanent, anicca,
Yeah.
nothing less. They're like clouds, like vapors. They come and go. And all you have left in your mind is emptiness. But your defilement don't like emptiness, that's the problem. When you have nothing, you feel sad, you feel blue, you feel lonely. That's because your mind is still grasping for these things that are illusion. But when you go after this thing, when they come, you can be happy. But when they go, you can become sad again. So your life will be going back and forth between happiness and sadness, because you still need these things to keep you happy, but they don't stay with you all the time. The thing that will be with you all the time is emptiness, but we don't like emptiness. So we have to teach the mind that we should like emptiness by meditating. When we meditate, then we can stop the mind from grasping for things. The mind can be happy with nothing.
Yeah. Isn't the mind actually happier when it realizes emptiness?
That's right. When it has nothing, it's happier because it has nothing to worry about. If you have something you will worry about, whether you're going to lose it or not, whether it will turn bad or good. But when you have nothing, then there's nothing to worry about. But the problem is the mind with the defilement doesn't want this. The defilement doesn't want emptiness. The defilement wants illusion. The defilement wants sensual things. So we have to stop the defilement by meditating. When we meditate and get into jhana, the defilement will stop working temporarily, and then you'll find peace and happiness being in emptiness, with emptiness. This is the first step of meditation. Bring the mind to emptiness to stop the defilement from working. But you cannot stay in meditation for all the time. After a while, you have to come out of meditation. When you come out, then the mind start working again. Then the defilement will start working, start craving for things again. Then you have to use wisdom to teach the mind to not to go after anything that the defilement crave for, because they are illusion, they are temporarily.
Yeah. Can you say that emptiness is always there, but we just don't focus on it?
We always put something in front of it. Let's put it that way. It's always in the background, but we always put sensual pleasure in front of it.
So if we just focus on the emptiness, which is always there between the thoughts.
Yes. The only way to focus on emptiness is to meditate, to get into jhana.
Yeah.
You cannot just think and say, oh, emptiness, everything go away. I want it to be empty. The more you think, the more your mind is not empty.
No, because
it's keep generating things all the time.
Yeah. It's just a concept. It's not the reality.
You have to stop thinking. That's the reality. Yeah. Then you get the emptiness. But if you say focus on emptiness, by how? By thinking about emptiness, then you're not getting emptiness.
No, because it's just a concept.
That's right. So meditation is the reality.
Yeah.
Mindfulness can control and stop your thoughts. When your thoughts stop, then your mind becomes empty temporarily with mindfulness.
Yeah.
And when you come out of meditation, when your mind starts to go after something, then you have to use wisdom to stop it, to continue to keep the emptiness continuing.
Yeah.
By not bringing anything inside the mind anymore.
Yeah.
No sensual pleasure, no sensual object.
Okay, good. So if you are practicing vipassana and your mind is, because you're concentrating on the breath, which is in the immediate present, this also leads to the experience of emptiness, because your mind is in the immediate present. It can't chase the defilements in the mind because you're in the immediate present. Is that correct?
You mean when you focus your attention on your breath?
Yeah, on your breath or on the body or on the mantra. Your mind is in the.
You're in the process of bringing the mind to emptiness, but not yet getting there. You have to focus for a while until the mind stops thinking, then you get into emptiness.
Yeah. That's
what we call the fourth jhana.
That's right. And then you get the true happiness.
True happiness temporarily. But
temporarily.
After a while, your strength of focus loosen, so you have to come out from meditation because your craving pushing you out for more.
That's right.
So when you push by your craving, then you have to use wisdom to stop the craving by teaching you whatever the defilement crave for will lead you to suffering sooner or later, because they are not permanent, they are temporary. They can only give you temporary pleasure, but not permanent pleasure. And when they are gone, they will cause you to become sad and unhappy.
Yeah.
So when you see that everything is will cause you suffering, then you won't crave for them. You can stop all your craving.
Yeah.
And when there's no craving, then your mind will remain in emptiness all the time. Permanent emptiness.
Because I was reading your biography when you were at Wat Yan and Ajaan Mahabua came to visit you, and he was talking about emptiness of samadhi, and then the emptiness of
wisdom,
and the emptiness of total wisdom, of enlightenment. And he said that for him, the mountains, the rivers, the forest, everything was just empty. And also the body and the mind was just empty permanently. So it was total happiness, total peace.
Yes, because empty of cravings. That's what he meant.
Yeah.
No craving for anything anymore. They're just merely there, but they have no attraction to the mind anymore. The mind is not attracted by anything.
Sounds good.
So stop your craving. Stop your stop
That's
your
the goal,
attachment.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Sounds easy, but it's hard work.
It's hard work, but it's not impossible. It takes time. You have to be patient.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long time work.
Somebody said 1,000 mile travel, start with one step.
Yeah.
You have to take the first step.
Yeah.
And you keep going. Eventually the 1,000 mile will be reached sooner or later.
That's right.
So start with mindfulness, the Buddha say. Be mindful when you get up. Start mindfulness right away. Try to control your thought as much as possible. Reduce your thought as much as possible.
Okay, very good.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Ajahn.
You're welcome.
All right.
Next, Rohini from the UK. Are you mindful all the time?
Good evening, Ajahn. I try to be, but
Okay, good. At least you try.
I try, but it's
Some people don't even try.
it's not good enough. But yeah,
Try and try, and one day you'll succeed.
yeah, it's hard work, but I keep trying every day. See about my practice, I practice daily. Yeah, some days it doesn't go as I expected, but I keep trying.
But at least you can live alone and still be
Yeah.
happy and not feel terrible.
Oh no, because
Okay,
my
good.
only aim is to now just follow the path that Ajahn taught us, and I don't want to miss this opportunity. So Ajaan's teaching actually transformed me. Transformed me completely, really. So I really thank you for that.
Try to increase more meditation.
Yes.
More jhana, the better.
And it's beyond words that I don't know how it's really transformed me. And can I ask a question from Anattalakkhana Sutta, if it is okay?
Sure, go ahead. Sure, go ahead.
I understand the body is non-self. Is easy to understand, but Anattalakkhana Sutta is explained that mental formation are non-self, and if mental formations were self, so these mental formation would not tend to affliction, and it is same thing for the feelings, perception, and sanya. And I'm just wondering, this meant what it means exactly. To my understanding, does it mean that when you are unmindful, thoughts comes in? Thoughts comes in and without your control. So we have no control. So is that what it means, that mental formation were not self? Is that what it means?
Yes, they are natural phenomena like the weather, the rainfall, the sunshine, the wind blow. So is the four namakhandas. Vedana keep changing from good to bad, to pleasant to unpleasant, to neutral. Sanya keep remembering or perceiving things. Sankhara keep thinking about this and about that. Vijnana keep receiving sensual objects from the body. And you cannot stop them from doing this. It's like they are automatic. But occasionally, with mindfulness, you can stop it temporarily when you get into jhana, but
So
not all
only
the
way to
time.
stop it is be mindful.
Yes. Mindful of your breath or mindful of a mantra. And your body has to be still. You have to sit still in order to stop everything. Stop the body, stop the namakanda, stop vedana, sanya, sankhara, and vijnana.
Okay.
But you can only stop it briefly. Then you have to come out again. And then they'll go on working temporarily again, automatically again.
So the fully enlightened person has no, when enlightened person is sitting still, no formation, no mental formation, or still
temporarily stop. Mental formation stop. That's why we get emptiness in the mind, but only temporarily. You cannot stay in that state forever.
Oh.
And you come out, and then the mental formation start working again in conjunction with the body. The body feeds the mental formation with sensual objects. The body sees, hears, and so the process keeps going automatically all the time. The important thing here, or the essential thing here, is not to be attached to them, not to think that you can control them. You cannot control them. You might be able to control sometime, but not all the time. But you can change them though. You can change the direction of your thought, change the direction of your perception. Right now, the perception tend to see things as being permanent, tend to see things as being beneficial. But the truth is, you should teach the mind, reprogram the mind that everything that you come into contact with are temporary, they're not permanent. They are constantly changing. And they can cause you suffering if you try to rely on them to keep you happy. This is what you can do. You can change your perception and your thought to think in the way of reality.
Okay, Ajahn. Okay. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Next, Kok Seng from Singapore.
Good evening, Ajahn. Ajahn, I'd like to ask you, nowadays I go to a different supermarkets for my marketing to buy my grocery, and I have to walk about 25 minutes to this supermarket. And along the path, there is a stretch of the footpath about 300 meters where there are a lot of crows flying about uh, along the trees. So each time when I walk along this path of about 300 meters, I will be very mindful to chant Buddha, 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 because there is this fear in me that the crow may ambush from behind and then peck on my head. And I have actually seen a man being ambushed from the back by a crow before. And so whenever I walk along this 300-meter stretch of road, I become very mindful and keep chanting Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. So my question, Prajan, so when I was chanting this mantra, I was also thinking, oh, that this chanting mantra helps me to allay my fears. But at the same time, I also have this thinking that, oh, this chanting of the mantra will be some kind of a protection for me to walk safely past these 300 meters without any attack from the crow. So I just want to check, Prajan, is this thinking of chanting the mantra for protection? Is this the right thinking? Yeah.
Well, the only thing that the chanting can do for you is to stop your fear, because you forget about the crows temporarily when you focus on your mantra. But you cannot stop the crow from attacking you if the crows want to attack you. That's from your mantra could not stop them.
Okay. Okay. So in other words, I have to also be prepared even when I'm chanting the mantra Buddha, and I would still be so-called attacked by the crow from behind and so on. So
Yes, there's a possibility, but probably not, because the crow don't want to attack you in the first place. It's your thought that's thinking that it will attack you.
Okay.
You have nothing the crow wants from you, so don't worry.
Oh, I mean, over here in Singapore, it was quite, I mean, there were quite a number of incidents of crow attacking passers-by walking along footpath.
Okay.
Crows, they were very
Well, then it's your karma. Then the thing is your karma.
Okay.
Okay.
Noted.
But the chanting the mantra is only to protect your mind from suffering, from fear, because you forget about the crow and stop thinking about all sorts of things that the crow might be able to do to you. Okay. And also calms your mind. Then you have equanimity, more equanimity. You become less reactive to things around you.
And also it forced me to be very mindful and chant the mantra.
That's why some meditator looks for a scary place, because it will force them to be more mindful. Like monks like to meditate in the wild forest, in the jungle, because they have to be constantly mindful all the time, because they don't know who's going to come and attack them.
Okay. Actually, there's another path that I can take, but I choose this path because I remember Prajan was saying something like putting ourselves in the
discomfort zone.
Yes.
When you're discomfort, then you have to use mindfulness to help you to calm your mind, to make it more comfortable for you.
Yes. it's like not Buddha metaphor about the man carrying a bowl of oil and then full to the brim, and then with a giant man walking with a sword raised and behind him.
Yeah. Okay, you get the idea.
Yes.
So
yeah.
if you want to advance in your practice, then you have to look for discomfort situation, because it will force you to becoming more mindful and more used of wisdom also. That life is impermanent, anything can happen.
Prajna, can I ask another question?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, this question regarding just now Prajan was saying about sensual pressures, and Prajan, you have also mentioned that entertainment from the social media, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and so on, all these are considered as entertainment, and uh, so how, okay, and sometimes we cannot, or rather our mind still wants to enjoy some of these so-called entertainments from all these social media. Uh, and sometimes if, yeah, our mind still cannot let go of some of this entertainment. So how do we go about it, Ajahn?
Well, look at the benefit the cost and the benefit that you will get from. If you pay attention, spend your time on social media, you won't get the benefit of meditation. So it's better to switch your time, instead of spending your time on social media, better spend your time on meditation or Dhamma studies, for instance. It will be more useful for you, more beneficial for you.
Because sometimes after meditating, sometimes our mind may feel a bit squeezed, so we like want something to fill the mind.
Use wisdom, study the 32 parts of the body.
Study the
32 parts of the body.
Okay. Hair of the head, hair of the body, nails, leaves.
Yes, yes. And go through all the 32 parts and visualize them one at a time, how they look like.
Yes. The lungs, heart, livers, kidneys, and
Yes.
yeah. But that's just the visual image, and but what is the so-called the insight into it, other than visualizing the kidneys, the livers,
Insight is when you can stop your sexual desire. When you have sexual desire for your wife and you start to see all these 32 parts, then your sexual desire disappears, and this is insight. You see the truth of the body is not being pleasant, good looking.
okay. In other words, we see the loathsomeness, the
Yes, the unpleasant parts of the body. The body is not pleasant to look at, really. If you see the whole parts of the body, not just the part you can see outside of the skin. You have to look inside, under the skin also. Then you can understand the word beauty is skin deep, right? Once you look under the skin, there's nothing good looking at all. Then your sexual desire will disappear. If you want to keep the eight precept, this will help you keep it quite easily. Okay, understand?
Yeah.
So try avoid all the sensual objects. And they're not good for the mind. They're harmful to the mind. Even children, they are not banned from using the social media.
Or under 16 years old.
That's right. Because cause the mind to have more craving, more sexual desire, more more desire for things that can then cause them to do bad karma to get what they desire for. Instead of spending time studying. Same way with us. We're like students. We should spend more time on Dhamma studies, not on social media, not on entertainment. Then we'll get good grades if we do like this. We'll get aces. Now you're getting F. You fail. Okay. Think like this, then you'll stop going after this sensual objects, sensual pleasures. They're temporarily pleasure, but they make you become addicted, and you have to have them all the time. And when you don't have it, then you feel terrible. So try to kick the habit. You're hooked to it right now. These things are like drugs. They're addiction.
Yeah, for drugs, we will be taught since young in school that they are harmful to us. They'll be 4:30, we don't have it, and then all the and then drugs can also lead to death when overconsumption or over abuse of drugs. So drugs we have been taught, I mean I've been taught since young about all the harmful effects and so on. So so we always stay away from drugs and so on. Yeah.
Well, in Buddhism, for us, sensual pleasure also like drugs.
But sensuous pleasures is only for 8 precepts. Which
Yes,
the book.
meditators. If you want to become a meditator, then you have to avoid sensual pleasures. If not, sensual pleasure can become a hindrance to your meditation practice. It's one of the 5 hindrances, is sensual pleasure, craving for sensual pleasure. So you won't have the time to meditate because you still want to watch YouTube, still want to watch Facebook. So you have to teach yourself what you want. You want meditation or you want pleasure from sensual. If you want sensual pleasure, then you won't get meditation pleasure. If you want meditation pleasure, you have to give up sensual pleasure.
But it's not easy to achieve the meditation pleasures, the jhana.
Well, nothing is easy. Everything is hard. But once we try, we give it a try, we eventually will succeed. Even riding a bicycle, when you first start learning how to ride a bike, it's not easy, right? Or swimming, everything is not. It's hard when you first started, but once you try to do it, you'll find it becoming easier and easier, and eventually it become natural. Okay, I have to move on now. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Prajan.
Next, Philip from Malaysia.
Evening, Ajaan. Just listening. I don't have any questions tonight.
Okay, good. I'll go to Linden from Indonesia.
Good evening, Tanajan. Hope you are well.
Yes, always. Yeah.
Oh, good.
If I'm not here, then it means I'm not well. If I'm here, it means I'm well.
That's our honor to have you here.
Well, it's an honor to have all of you here too. Keep me busy.
I finished reading one of your books, The Traveling Man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was great. And I like the way the Nibbana was explained in the book.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
Good.
very inspiring. Yes.
So what do you want to ask? Anything?
So my question for tonight is, if we do less things or less activities, does it mean that I will have less cravings?
It depends on what activity you do, see. if you do activity like walking, meditation, will definitely reduce your defilement. But if you do something like building something, this can be defilement, this can be cravings. So it depends on what you do, what kind of things you do. If you use the time to do meditation practices, then this is good because it will reduce your craving. But if you do something that non-essential thing, like traveling, going from one temple to the next, this can be still considered to be craving. But if you have to do some essential thing, then this is not craving, like cooking for your meal. You have to eat at least once a day anyway. Or washing your clothes, this is essential. You have to do it. Cleaning your house, this is essential. This doesn't increase any defilement. But it doesn't decrease any defilement either. It's a neutral zone, neutral activity. But if you keep watching YouTube, keep watching the internet entertainment, then you're increasing your defilement, not reducing them.
Sometimes actually, I watch Dharma talk from YouTube, right?
That's okay. That's Dhamma study. See.
But there's so many other videos also on the YouTube. So when my mind,
you have to be firm that not to stray away from the Dhamma studies.
yes. So when the mindfulness is not strong enough,
then don't watch them at all. Don't use the social media at all. Because if you're weak, you can fall into the trap very easily.
especially at night time.
Tell yourself better to meditate. Best activity is meditation.
So when I do self-retreat, am I allowed to cook?
Well, if you have to eat somehow, right? If someone bring you the food, then you don't need to cook. But if you don't have anybody to provide you with food, then you have to cook or do something to get food. You might buy some finished food like TV dinner and put in the freezer, and when you want to eat, just put it in the oven, and then you don't have to cook. Ready-made food.
Because I noticed that when I cook, I activate the thinking mind more.
Yes. So I want to try to reduce the mental activities to the minimum. And also when you cook, your defilement can come out and say, I want to cook like this, I want it like this or like that. Then this is defilement, craving. See? But if you buy something already cooked for you, then there's nothing to do but just heat it up and eat it.
Okay. Very clear.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so very much, Ajaan.
You're welcome. Next, Ubeka, where have you been, Alfredo? I haven't seen you for a while.
Hi, Bante.
Hi. Are you well or were you sick?
Yes, no, I was in Facebook on your
I see. You couldn't come in the room, huh?
Yes, it's
You just
normal.
want to watch. You didn't have anything to say.
Oh, I don't say nothing. Only hear, no, but only hear you. You talk about, but I like your things that you talk. I read a pocket book too. The same you.
What pocket
Four
book?
chapters.
Which
Pocket
one?
book.
Which one?
Dhamma, about Dhamma.
I see.
Dhamma. Four chapters. Introduction. First chapter is 6 elements.
6 elements.
Second, 6 elements.
Okay.
Second chapter is samatha.
Samatha. Okay.
Samatha. Third chapter is uh, uh, Sati, Sampajana.
Sati, Sampajana,
Sampajana.
mindfulness, continuous
Yes,
mindfulness.
yes. And fourth chapter is Jana Upeka.
Ubeka. Okay.
Yes, Jana. I put Jana and Upeka. Jana and Upeka.
Yeah.
Jana and Upeka.
Ubeka come from jhana. Once you have jhana, you have ubeka.
Yes, 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 yes. What chapter you think is more easy, Bante? What chapter of four is more easy?
Reading them all is easy. It's practicing them that which is hard. But you have to start with study. You have to start with study sampachanya.
Oh, Sati for então the name of book is Meditation for 24 hours.
Yes, you have to be mindful all the
Meditation
time.
for all the time. Yes, yes.
Then you
Not
meditate
sleep.
for jhana.
Sleep not, never. They sleep not.
No, only the time when you sleep, there's no need to do mindfulness.
Yes, yes, yes. Meditation for 24 hours. It's little. I read in 2 hours. In 2 hours, I write the book. I wrote the book. Well, it's very, very good to remember Dhamma. Possible, I gave to my friends to read for my friends understand a little, but a little Dhamma, a little.
Okay.
My friends not know about Dhamma, nothing.
But they can learn slowly. They can learn. Just if they are exposed to Dharma teaching, they will slowly understand, and they might become Buddhist scholar one day.
Yes,
We always start from nothing, right?
Yes.
As long as you have the interest.
Yes, yes. It's more to me, but it's more to me, but to my reader, the same is my hesitation on morning. The same is hesitation. Is only to remember the Dhamma, but such, remember the things of Dhamma. Samatha is very important, but samatha is
Jhana and samatha is the same thing.
Então, jhana, samatha, vipassana.
In vipassana, 6 elements is vipassana.
Então, vipassana is very important. Other day I earned a bico, a woman bico, né? A bico.
Yeah.
She say about the important is Brahma Viharas. That vipassana is not so important. It's not true, né, Bante? Vipassana is more important than Brahma Viharas. Brahma Viharas is good to life, but Vipassana is good to you understand the Dhamma, né, Bante? They're not they're not sunyata, anatta, anicca, dukkha. It's Vipassana, né, Bante? It's not Brahma Viharas, né? Brahma Viharas is good, but Brahma Viharas is the result is the finish of practice, né, Bante? Not the open the practice. I think Brahma
she
Viharas
doesn't understand the purpose of each thing. Brahma Vihara is for social activity. When you deal with people, you use Brahma Vihara. But when you want to become enlightened, you have to use Vipassana.
Yes.
Two different purposes. There are two different purposes, not the same. So maybe she still have activity with people, so she find Brahma Vihara is more important than Vipassana. She hasn't yet meditated and practiced for enlightenment yet.
Yes.
So maybe she is a social worker, see.
Yes.
Then she has to have Brahma Vihara.
She say that Vipassana is difficult. Vipassana is difficult. Dhamma is difficult. Dhamma is not easy, but Dhamma is not easy.
Difficult only when you don't do it. When you do it, it becomes easy afterwards.
Oh, of course, but of course.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Thanks.
Good talking to you. Bye
Good
bye.
talking. Bye bye.
Okay. Get Yenso from Penang.
Good evening, Don Ajahn. No question, Don Ajahn. With
Okay.
some
Good.
regards, yeah.
All right. Ricardo from Uruguay.
Hi, Tanajan. Nice to see you and all the Sangha.
Do you have daylight saving time also in your country?
Right now?
Yeah, do you switch your time 1 hour?
No, my
No.
country doesn't change.
Doesn't change
Never.
time. Remains.
No.
Okay.
Thank you. Trying to be short, my practice is doing well. I'm happy and calm, and I'm doing as you do because it's easy for me to do anapanasati rather than Buddha. But I'm feeling good, calm, and with mindfulness. Not all the time, but most of the time. I want to ask you 3 questions short, very short. First one is, when we talk, or you talk, or all the Ajaans talk about samadhi and vipassana, sometimes I feel that it's a long, although I know they have to be balanced and all that, sometimes I feel like it's far away from what we practice. I mean, we don't see every time that everything is anicca, dukkha, anatta, and all that. We try to do it mentally, but it's like intellectually, not an inner part of our deep essence or something like that. I don't know if I can make me understand.
Yes, it takes time. First, you need intellectual knowing first, and it will slowly absorb into your mind and become real. And this also has to have something to reinforce the reality. When you speak about anicca, when you lose your wife or lose somebody you love, then this become real. See, right now it's not real yet.
Yeah.
But then when it becomes real, then you know, oh, this is what anicca means, impermanent. This is what dukkha means. But if you have this intellectual knowledge already, you can have some protection. You won't feel as sad as other people would be. Other people who doesn't know anything about anicca at all. When they lost somebody they love, it can become very painful for them. So first you need to think about it.
All right.
So that when the real thing comes, then you can have the immunity, and you don't feel the dukkha. If you feel the dukkha, it means you haven't yet absorbed them enough into your mind yet. Your mind doesn't accept it totally yet. So you have to teach your mind to accept it totally. Then you'll remember this for the rest of your life. Anicca, what does it mean?
Okay. And here comes my second question, and that is, I had a dog who passed away last February, and I did cry a lot because he's passing away. And when he was dying, the vet gave him a shot not like to pass away, not to go through all the suffering. In this case, I felt that she was doing that for compassion, although I know that she was killing him. How does goes around? I mean, I know she was killing the dog, but she felt compassion also. How does this work?
Well, it's misplaced compassion. See? When you kill somebody, it's not compassion, it's cruelty.
Okay.
But people want to excuse by saying, oh, this person or this dog is suffering, and I'm helping to get rid of this suffering.
Mm-hmm.
But you actually kill somebody. And killing doesn't mean that you are compassionate. If you're real compassionate, you don't kill anybody.
Okay. True. Okay. The last question would be, some people, a master, some Tibetan master told about to be proud of the Dharma. And he said we should not be proud of the Dharma because proud is the ego. How do you feel about this? I mean, we should not be proud of the Dharma.
Why do you want to be proud of the Dharma? That's
Yeah.
You should be thankful of the Dharma. I think that's more better word than proud. Be thankful that you have come across the teaching of the Buddha, because it's a light in the dark tunnel. See, Dharma is a light in the dark tunnel. When you have light in the dark tunnel, then you can see the way out of the tunnel. That's all. That's what it means. We should be thankful of the Buddha's, the Dhamma teaching of the Buddha. Without the Buddha's teaching, well, we will still be totally in the dark. And we'll be just circling around in the tunnel forever. Won't come out of the tunnel at all.
Yes. Eons reincarnation. Yes. Okay. Again, as Rohini said, we are very thankful for this opportunity to learn the Buddha's teaching through your teaching. So thank you.
Yeah, we should try to take advantage of the Buddha's teaching as much as possible.
Yes.
Because we are running out of time. Every day goes by, we're losing precious time to take advantage of the Buddha's teaching. Okay.
Yes.
So don't waste your time on other things. Waste your time on study the Dhamma teaching, practicing the Dhamma teaching. This is the time you should be wasted upon.
True.
Okay.
Thank you. Be well,
You're welcome.
Tanajan.
Hope you become enlightened soon.
Me too. Not me, not the ego.
It's okay. It's okay to be enlightened. It's good ego. It's not bad ego.
Okay.
All right. Next, Belinda from Singapore. You want to become enlightened or not?
Ajaan. Yes, I would like to be awakened.
Well, same word. It's the same meaning. Awaken from delusion.
Yeah, often sleepy.
Okay. You have any question?
No, listening time then.
Okay. I'll go to Steph now. Hi, Steph from Oregon. Still cold, or is it getting springtime now?
Hi, yes, the spring is here. It's really nice.
Okay. Nice weather, nice smell from the flowers.
Oh my gosh, yes, very much so. If really quick, I was just speaking of the flowers. This is kind of like Cook saying, instead of the crows, it was bees. And I was in the trees and gardening, and the sound of a bee came and it made me very frightened, and I ran away. And then I realized that I was not being mindful and I was afraid of the body being hurt. And I just made myself go right back, stayed with the Buddho. And is that the correct way to work with fear?
Yes, you want to let the fear disappear, then you need to sidetrack the mind, pull the mind away from the thought that creating the fear.
I kind of made myself stay like in the buzzing to like endure it almost. Was that, I don't know.
That's more of being brave than being fearful.
Being brave, okay. Okay.
But it's,
Okay.
it's nice to stay away from something that's dangerous, but not to get
It
excited
was just a
about.
bumblebee. It wasn't even
Yeah.
actually like a scary bee, but the sound was what really scared me. So yeah.
But it's good if you can have the thought that okay, you can face the danger.
Yeah, I realized that I was just afraid for the body, and the body is not the mind, and the body can be hurt, and it's not. So yeah.
That's a good goal, to be able to let go of your body.
Okay. Okay. So that's correct. Okay.
Mm.
Thank you. That's all.
But
And
you
I
also
really,
you also want to get rid of the fear at the same time.
yeah. Yes.
By actually, if you're willing to let the bee attack you, then the fear will disappear.
Right. Right. I was almost looking for the experience so that I could just, you know, if I would actually get stung and then I could just go through it, it would, you know what I mean? The fear would, I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
okay. That's good.
yeah.
That means if you're not running away, then it means you're not fearful anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Next, Sulan.
Hello, Ajahn. Nice to
Yes.
see
Good to see you too.
you. Yeah. Hope you are well.
Like I say, I'm here. I should be well.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, I try to be mindful. Then after that, last week, but last week there were a few things that happened, and then it made me feel very embarrassed. Then I think at that moment, I just kind of got angry. Then I went after that. I went to search ask Google. You know, was it normal to feel angry? Then after that, Google said that it's normal to feel angry, you know, when you are like, you know, at the moment when you are in an embarrassing situation. Yeah. But I just wanted to ask Ajahn, like,
It's normal for unenlightened people to be angry, but the goal is to stop anger because angry can cause you suffering.
yeah, I also realized after that because I felt like my mind is disturbed and then I keep thinking about it. Yeah, about the embarrassing situation. Yeah.
If you want to become enlightened, then you have to get rid of anger.
Okay. Yeah.
And the cause of your anger comes from your craving or your desire for things to be like this or like that. When they don't go according to what you expect, then you can become angry. So don't try to expect anything. Let things happen and take them as they come.
Okay. Even if it's really
Que,
embarrassing.
que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be.
Okay. Whatever will be, will be.
Yeah. Whatever
Yeah.
happened, let it happen. It's already happened.
Okay. Then I shouldn't even think about it. But I don't know why my mind still reminds me of it. I should just forget. But
You still have attachment to things. See?
oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. And I usually like to say, you know, may all beings be well and happy. Then I realized that it's easy to, you know, wish may all beings be well and happy. But then when okay, you start to think about the individual person, then it just gets harder. So when I wish may all beings be well and happy, I shouldn't think about like individual persons, right? I should just make it generic that may all beings be well and happy. Is that the right way?
It doesn't matter what you think because it's not going to make people happy or not happy. It's not from your thoughts.
Oh, okay.
It's just it's a good practice to have good wishes. That's all. But it doesn't make people happy or not happy from your good wishes.
Okay. And so my good wishes I should direct to just a generic like all beings, right? And not
It's meant for yourself to have loving kindness.
Okay. Okay.
And when you have good thoughts about other people, you feel better than when you have bad thoughts.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's more for you, not for the people that you wish them happiness.
Okay.
When you wish other people happiness, you feel happy, right?
Yeah, I feel happy.
It's meant for you, not for other people. Other people, they don't even know what you think.
Okay.
You can wish me happiness and I won't know it, right? But you feel happy after having thought of that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make me any happier than I am now.
Oh.
It has nothing to do with me at all, what you think.
Okay.
So what you think is really for you, not for other people.
Oh, so unless I put it into action, and then you know
That's
that.
right. You have to put into action, like sending some gifts, sending some stuff, or things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Then when people receive them, then they can become happy from receiving the things you give them.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, that's true. So, then can I also ask another question?
Yes.
Yeah. So recently, I've been hearing from my friends and colleagues that say that like when you have your elderly parents, or it's best to ask them like what do they want to be saved if, let's say, their condition gets very bad. Do they still want to accept medical treatment? So if you have this conversation, then when the time comes when they cannot articulate their thoughts, or articulate their choice, then you can base it on your conversation before to make the decision for them, to say like, okay, you give up treatment because previously the parents already said don't want to be saved. But I thought that this is not really good because um, even humans, like, we are fickle minded. So maybe it could be at that point in time that the person wants to be saved and not be given up. So I was wondering if this would constitute like, killing also. Because there's no way to know, you're just assuming that, okay, the decision stayed the same. Yeah.
Just talking about it doesn't mean anything yet. It doesn't. Only when the action is actually performed, then you have the action that will be the one that determine the consequence.
Okay. So is it safer to say that we should always try to save the person?
Well, it depends on the situation also, whether you can save them or not also. Sometimes you might not have the ability to save them.
Okay.
And then also it depends on the people who wants to be saved or not. Sometimes they don't want to be saved either.
Oh, but what if they, have a change of mind? So I feel that I felt it's very bad to, not save someone, even if they have said that they don't want to be saved. So it's a dilemma.
If you're not sure, then just leave people alone. Don't interfere with their life.
Okay. So better not to have this kind of conversation, then I just make sure that I save them when
I think conversation like this, it has to come from them. If they want you to do something for them, they should be the one to talk about it, not you to ask about it.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Because a lot of my friends and colleagues, they keep they said that this is a good practice. Yeah. So I
Yes,
just
but
want
it has to come from the person actually involved with the situation.
Okay, got it.
If your father and mother say, when I get sick, don't send me to the hospital, okay. If they want, that's what they want, then you follow what they say.
Oh, okay.
But you don't ask them, when you get sick, what should I do? This is not your prerogative.
Yeah, yeah.
If they don't say anything when they get sick, then it's your duty to look after them.
Yes, I thought so too. Yeah. Better to look after than to yeah.
Because they have looked after you before, now it's your turn to look after them. You have to pay back your debt. You owe a lot to your father and mother. So when the time comes for them to collect that from you, you have to pay. Not trying to find reason, excuses not to pay the debt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, agree with you. Yes.
Okay.
So if let's say
But
they want,
if they want, if they don't want to burden you and say, don't worry about me when I get sick, just leave me alone, then okay, you don't need to pay the debt. But if you're a good person, you still want to pay the debt anyway.
yeah, yes, yes.
Sometimes people say this because they don't want to bother you. They don't want to burden you with the responsibility to look after them. But if you're a kind and good person and you feel that you still owe your parents something, then you want to repay, then you do it anyway, regardless of whether they don't want you to do it or not.
Yeah, yes,
It's
yes.
a loving kindness.
Yeah.
If you have loving kindness, then you want to do it, especially for your parents, because you owe them a lot, and repaying them this is only a fraction of what they have done for you.
Yes, yes.
If
And
you
if
don't,
they
you might feel guilty for the rest of your life if you didn't do it. If you're a
Okay.
good person, if you're a loving, kind person. But if you're not, then you probably won't bother you. You'll probably feel relieved you don't have to do anything for them.
Oh no, no.
But like I'm saying, because maybe your friend is like that, say they don't know anything about Buddha's teaching, and they thought looking after them is a burden for them.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we're running out of time. Okay.
Yes. Thank
I'll
you,
talk to
Ajahn.
you again next time.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay, we'll go to B now for the final questions. B,
Hi, good evening, Ajahn. There are no questions so far.
how about you?
I will just ask a quick one, Prajan. I think it's regarding the difference between body contemplation and asubha contemplation.
Well, Asubha is one of the body contemplation, but there are several body contemplation. You contemplate on Asubha to see the body as being unpleasant, but you also contemplate on anicca, impermanent, by contemplating on the aging, sickness, and death nature of the body. You also contemplate on the no self aspect of the body by seeing that the body is actually made up of the four elements. They are just elements. There's no self in this body at all. The body parts come to be because of the combination of the four elements. The four elements are the building blocks of this body, let's put it that way. So there's no self in this body. All that we see now is just the four elements in a different form, in various form, but they are all made from the four elements. No self, no body in this four elements. They're like the weather. There's no self in the weather. So there's no self in the body. So these are the four different types of body contemplation you have to teach the mind, so that the mind can then let go of the attachment to the body and not have any suffering from the body. Okay?
Yes, understood, Prajan. Thank you.
All right. That's about all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for your participation, your company. I hope this meeting is useful and can help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, be mindful all the time, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Tanajan.
Prajan.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Sadhu,
admin.
sadhu, sadhu.
Take care,
Bye-bye,
everybody.
bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, admin.